This is Build Sand Creek Anew by Cody West. Sand Creek has a lot of problems, but there are so many improvements that we can put on Sand Creek. We can add trash cans for people to throw away their litter. We can add bridges to where people don't have to walk into the pond and get it all polluted. We can mow and plant new plants to replace the mowed and old dead ones. Overall, we can just clean the place out. We can clean the creek, get the couch out of there from the other explanatory things, as you saw, and get the moss, get the pH levels safer, and get the microbacteria out of there. There aren't really well ways to represent how we can stop and how it would look without all this pollution. But just imagine a bridge there, trees full of green, none of this dead grass, dead trees, a big old tree, an oak possibly even, big old bushes, green, some grass, twigs no more on the ground. Just overall make it nice. There wouldn't be any more moss. There wouldn't be erosion down there and runoff. We could get the fences out of there and the bricks. Put bridges. We can take out this huge old couch down over here along with the water. Clean out the moss and the sticks along. And, well, put trash cans everywhere. Clean up all the litter down there. So people can put their trash in the trash cans that will be put throughout the creek, and we could take them out by the community. But what would make us strive for making the creek just a better place? A huge reason is we can make it just a really relaxing place for people to be. With the flowing water and the hopefully new trees, bridges, and grass and all that, it could make it more enjoyable. It could make a good place to hang out and just be in general. We can make it a lot safer, just because that's a lot of where illegal stuff kind of happens. We can make it like a park. A nice family place where everybody can go. They can walk their dogs, they can play, they can do whatever. But here's another thing that's really huge. The creek is disgusting right now. It's bad. But with this plan of improvements, who does it serve? Who does it help? It can start off by helping the plants, because there would be more of them, and with taking down some of that dead grass, it can get more sun. Therefore, it grows bigger and looks nicer. The humans, we can make it a safer place, a more relaxing, enjoyable hangout. Helps the animals, because with hopefully the other plants up here, it can have them eat more food because of the live grass. And it also can help the animals, because with our plan, we're hopefully putting fences up there, which can add to less pollution. With less pollution, adds better pH. But like parks, would it have restrictions? Honestly, there wouldn't be any. There would be none at all. It would just have one simple little rule. Clean up after yourself. Throw the stuff in the trash cans that we're hopefully spreading throughout the creek. Just make it nice. The creek is having heavy erosion. By the time I went back a week after we came down to investigate this, there was just a giant sinkhole down there. Like, there was just this hole. So, with our plan, it can hopefully slow down the erosion. By putting up some fences along the edges of the creek, it can hopefully lessen the pollution and hopefully stop the heavy erosion that's happening there. But does this plan really help us humans, I guess? It does. It adds fences. It can stop the heavy pollution down there with the whole entire couch down there. The fences can also help stop people from walking into the creek. With the trash cans, it can lessen the trash down there, and overall does yes help the humans. But the huge question is, how much would this entire plan cost? It'll cost a lot. With the cost of the bridges, plus the fences, plus the plants, plus the cleaning, plus the trash cans, also including all of the people that we're going to have to hopefully pay to help them clean up the creek. It would estimately cost around $200,000. But costing $200,000, who would pay for it? Well, charity, online funding like Kickstarters, take it out of some of the taxes, cut some from the schools that are buying the newer generation Apple devices, and just stick with textbooks. But what are going to be the needs for the animals? Because that's the big question. Why we're doing this whole creek thing is to help animals. Well, we're going to have to plant some more plants for food, and with the plants absorbing some of that CO2, it should lessen the pollution. We need to set laws to not hunt or fish for these animals that we're going to be putting down in the creek. That way it just keeps it a healthy place and keeps the animals at a good size. But what are all the animals that we're putting there? Well, there's going to be plenty of herbivores and carnivores, such as fish, birds, rabbits, snake, mice, stray dogs, and crawfish. The only reason why I said stray dogs is just because it's surrounded by neighborhoods, and it's kind of a place that dogs, I guess, are attracted to, just because some people walk their dogs down there and could attract other dogs. But with these animals, what plants would we be planting for them to do their business? Well, we would plant grass for the animals to eat, water for drinking and bathing, like birds would bathe in it and drink it, trees for the birds to live, and other animals to eat out of, and just have plants down there so herbivores could eat and then carnivores eat those herbivores. But I have been mentioning how bad the water was down there, and some of the pictures that you could have seen already. We definitely need to clean up the moss in there. We need to clean up the trash. 'Cause, I mean, there's an entire couch down there, and it's really gross. We also need to make the pH better. And not saying that it was bad. It did have an average of 7, which is good, but some of the microbacteria that was in there is pretty gross. But it's not like our 8th grade class is just going to do this. We need help, and we need people to go in there regularly. We might need the scouts to go in twice a year, possibly the community to go in there just yearly, like once a year, if that's too much to ask. Place flyers and posters asking for people to come down and just help. And we need to ask scoutmasters for the scouts if they can say, hey, come down here and help us. This plan really doesn't hurt the animals, the plants, the humans. It pretty much helps everyone. Yeah, helps everyone. That's the end for the plan for Sand Creek.